All right, chat. This is one of the decks of all time. This is from the Southeast Asia Regional Championship for color Nissa. So we worked a little bit on something similar last week, or maybe it was the week before, right around when Nissa came out. But I like a lot of these numbers as to what's going on. Like 4 Nissa, 4 Risen Reef, to give you the most amount of ways to find more cards. Same with Omnath, and then you're just playing like a normal mid range deck. You have Leyline Binding, Chain, your removal spells. You have obviously Fable, which pairs very nicely with Risen Reef and stuff like that. Just Fable ramping you to your 5 drops is good too. And just a lot of value. You have Growth Spiral to ramp up to Omnath ahead of schedule, Elesh Norn to double up on your Nissa and Risen Reef triggers, and Leyline Binding triggers as well. And a lot of lands, 28 lands, which is, I think, something that I didn't realize before. I think we were playing with like 26 or 27, but the extra land or two does make a lot of sense when you're playing with Growth Spiral, Omnath, Nissa Reef. You need to hit all of your land drops, and 8 fetch lands as well with Brokers Hideout, Fabled Passage. So, cool deck, and let's see how it goes. Yeah, this hand fucks. Jeez, this hand's good. Like Razor? Gotcha. Wow, they started 9-2. So if they started 9-2, they probably had to lose like 11. They probably lost the last 3 rounds to go 9-5. We went 2-3 JS. Simplify, I'll stand by your side. The one thing I feel like I wish this deck had, which I think we had in the last version, was Voice of Resurgence, because I think it's very important, specifically with Nissa, to have a 2-drop that you can cast off of like the Nissa into fetchland turns, like this, for example. Like, we're going to go Nissa into fetchland, but we're only going to have... I guess we'll have 3 mana, right? Yeah, we'll have 3 mana. So I guess it's fine. Needed to play Passage there? Why? Also, if I play Passage, I can't... What are you talking about? Passage was not correct. How is Passage right? So we're going to make blue green and get Mountain. Then we can play Risen Reef if we hit it. We can just play Fable. Doing double Passage. But then I'm not using the second Passage. Yeah, but I'd rather Nissa first, right? Because then I could just go attack with Shaman, make a treasure, and then still Omnath into fetchland. I could still do everything I want. I think doing it this way is better. I guess doing it this way is maybe worse if they kill the Goblin Shaman token, but... Yes, claim. Well, if I needed to cast Chained, then I could just... Like, if they play a creature, I can just go put Passage in, put second Passage in, crack for Mountain, crack for Plains, then cast Chain, and still cast Nissa, right? Like, I think no matter what, we could have done everything. You know what I mean? So let's go here. And I guess we're just going to go fetchland other Omnath, right? Maybe Nissa. So I'll have, 6 mana? I maybe should just go Nissa plus pick up Jegantha. Because I can Omnath, but I can't do anything else. Right, 4, 5, 6 mana. Yeah, let's just go Nissa plus pick up Jegantha. I think I like that better. And then if they play Omnath, I can just go Chain and then, whatever. It is really one of the worst Fable decks, yeah. Like, the only good thing to copy is Risen Reef, but it's still good enough because Fable's just a busted card, Right, yeah. Well, no, I could target them with the trigger, but this goes upstairs, right? Any target. But this is, like, both a better use of my mana, and now I can go Omnath plus land and get 3 triggers. You know what I mean? This is also better if they then play a Fable token, because then I can kill the Fable token with the trigger. Yeah, that's a good point, too. It's like, this deck really wants to play a ton of lands, so Fable makes even more sense there, because you just, like, you can then now loot away all of your extra lands to Fable when you're flooding out. If they casted Elesh Norn, you lose. Do you think it's worth playing, like... I don't know what the best answer would be. Like, Destroy Evil, probably. Like, maybe this deck should sideboard Destroy Evil? I don't know. Well, do I win if I play my Elesh Norn first? Oh, they're probably Bring to Light, huh? So if I Elesh Norn, they can Bring to Light for Deadly Vanity. I do get 2 Nissa triggers, though. I feel like it might be better to do it post-combat, though, right? Because then I could use the treasure. I'm just going to go to combat first. Archer Giant Slayer. Yeah, that's fair. Those 2 cards are good, too. But I guess, like, Destroy Evil to blow up Binding. It's a lot harder to march a Binding. Need a lot of mana. Betrayal. No, they're on Jegantha, not Kuruga. They're playing, like, the Omnath BTL deck. I mean, it might just be a mirror, too. But I would imagine they're probably playing Bring to Light. So we'll float blue-green. Try to hit a Reef. You lose the Yorhin Control Alpha them. Ask how it makes them feel. Giga Chad. Alright, go. Please don't Bring to Light me, I guess. Not much I can do about it. I mean, if they Deadly Vanity, I keep the Goblin Shaman token. I mean, I get to keep something, which is not that bad, right? Could also Extinction Event Odd, same thing, keep the Goblin token. But what if their entire deck was Foil Savage? Yeah, I know, right? Can you please just not cast Bring to Light this turn? That'd be nice. Yeah, some of them are playing Sunfall too. To the surprise of literally nobody, my opponent has cast Bring to Light. They do always have it, yeah. Oh, really? Well, yeah, can't beat that either. Think they'll block? Doesn't even block. I mean, it doesn't matter. I can't win anyways, but... Does layers work? Nothing about layers here. It's just I lose the game. That's the layer. We have entered the layer of I have lost the game. That is the layer that we're on. Legit of the Grove Vehicles decks expanding a Pioneer several months not playing the format. I would recommend looking at the first deck that we played today, Poyos. The Grove Vehicles deck just won the regional championship at San Diego, so I think it's in a pretty good spot. I would recommend playing it. Oh, we have Fateful Absence. We're not just dobs to it. At least we got something. Volley bad. Well, is Volley bad? It kills Omnath, maybe. Veto's decent-ish. Dispute's good. These are bad. This is bad. These are bad. I don't think I want Chandra. What's bad against them? Chain of the Rocks? Probably Trim Unchained. Do I want to cut more chain for the counter spells? But also shave on Growth Spiral, but I kind of want to try and be faster. Chandra might be the answer to a Mom Stall. Maybe. The only problem with Chandra is, like, this... I would classify this as a grindy matchup, and we do lose Jegantha if we bring in Chandra, so you gotta be a little bit careful. Hitting a Nissa off a Nissa sucks. Yeah, I mean, you have plenty of other good hits, though, right? Like 4 Reef and 6 Omnath. A lot of other good hits. What's up, Monstrosity? It was nice to see you too, buddy. I think I'm just gonna cut all the chains. Because they're not playing Nissa. It's just Omnath. I'm gonna try this. No, not this. These 2. Okay, let's see how this goes. Turn this one up. Best of my heart, you just gotta see the good in me. Playing Lotus Field combo, and I feel like the top tables were playing a lot of aggro. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I wouldn't call Rakdos an aggro deck, but there was a lot of spirits. A lot more spirits than I thought. And I think that's because the good spirits players are, I think, this might sound a little weird, but I think that the best spirits players are actually favored against Rakdos. Like, that matchup is super tight. And I would take an experienced spirits player versus a person who, like, hasn't played a ton of Rakdos, you know. I think it was mostly blue-white spirits, but what's up, Daniel? I want to keep this hand. No, I guess not. Ah, yes, Forest, Mountain, Stomping Ground, Dovin's Veto. I'm still keeping, but love Forest, Mountain, Dovin's Veto. Just a classic. You lost your win into spirits, big Sag. What place did you end up finishing in, Thoughtseize? Yeah, there was a lot of spirits. Fable? I mean, it's not Fable. Guess we'll take it. It's a spell. Castable spell. That's tough. Couldn't draw the last round. I know some people were able. I know Spike was able to draw into the top 48. I feel like somebody told me that Amaz maybe could have drawn in, but chose not to take a draw and like lost to win it in or something. I can't remember the exact story, but the math was weird. The math was even weirder too because you had to account for people who were already qualified, and the invites passed down. You know, so it's like you got to think of that too. But I guess it's like hard for you to factor into when you're choosing to draw because like you don't know exactly how many people are already qualified. And yeah, the deck list should be on Melee. I don't know if I have a link. That should be it, I think. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. All the deck lists from Dallas should be there. You can also find the deck list from... There were 4 RCs that happened this weekend. It was Dallas, Southeast Asia, China, and the first Canada one. I don't remember exactly where the location in Canada was, but... well, there's also a Worlds invite. So, people were playing for the Worlds invite. And, yeah, there's a lot of cash in the line, too, but... Alright. Probably a bad matchup anyways, so... Yeah, there's 2 in Canada. I believe one was Toronto. Yeah, Toronto. And the next one is Alberta, right? The mana in this deck is not the best. Well, that's the issue, right? Is you have to play a lot of basic lands for your 8 fetch lands. But then you're playing a lot of basics with, you know, effectively a 4-color card, a 4-color card, a 2-color card. Oh, there's like Montreal. Oh, there's laws. Okay, gotcha. Ain't no laws when you're drinking claws. I'll have to look at this one after. The Gathering Showdown series. Yeah, I didn't even know that's what it was called. Ooh, somebody top 80 with Boros. What was their list? A Burning Tree Enjoyer, Giga-Chad. Somebody top 80 with Boros. This was basically not my exact list, but minus these 3 for 1 Giant Killer and 2 Legions landing, and then cut Friendship for a land. Yeah. Good. Love to see it. I don't think we keep this. Like, this hand just doesn't function, right? Brokers Hideout for an isle. Yeah, no, this hand doesn't do anything. Okay, this hand's better. Put back the Omnath, because as it stands, I cannot cast it. And then I have to go Brokers Hideout for probably Forest, right? And then I can go Breeding Pool, Growth Spiral Plains onto. There was honestly not a ton of Mono Green that did well. I mean, the thing about Mono Green is like... Well, first of all, you gotta run good with it, you know? Like, there's definitely an element of... Like, you have to run very hot with the deck in a lot of spots. Like, win die rolls, good storms, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, but I don't remember seeing it. Like, it had one of the best win rates, but I don't remember seeing a lot in top 8s. I think there was like 1 in Dallas. There was none in that one we just looked at. I think there was maybe 1 in Canada. There just wasn't a ton of it. You know, maybe like 2 or 3 across the top 8s. Did it win Southeast Asia? Okay. Scheming Symmetry? Yo, that's sick. Do we Omnath or do we Nissa? I think we Omnath. And then if they go like Ossification on Omnath, we can just Binding the Ossification, and then hopefully rip a fetch land. This matchup's got to be good, right? Yeah, if we draw a fetch land, they're just done. Binding, get this back, fetch land, fetch, crack, play Elesh Norn. I mean, that just might be good enough too, but... Correcting through the shades. It's too easy. It is simply too free for the bean. Alright, we can go next. we can go next. Good turn. Alright, Springing Clarions. Rending Volley. Anything else? I don't think I want Fateful Absence, right? This might be a matchup where we want to like trim on Risen Reef. Growth Spiral is also not that great against Thalia. It is nice to get to Omnath a turn early. Valkanius, thank you for the 10. Yo, indeed. Yeah, like, I don't know if you want a ton of Spiral. This was the list from Southeast Asia top 8. What are we cutting in this matchup? Is it weird that I want to just like cut all the Risen Reefs? How weird is that, chat? I guess Escape is kind of sketchy against Thalia, too. Could maybe cut Escape. Maybe like a Reef and a Nissa. Let's do this. Lower the curve. I mean, I'm putting this in the 1 spot. It's really a 2-drop, but... Esper Legends Greasefang list? No, I haven't looked at every single... There's so many lists to parse. So I gotta look through a lot of them, but I haven't had the time to like go through every single one of them yet. Yeah, we could maybe trim Fable in this matchup and keep the creatures. Like, the body on Nissa is really good. I could see that argument. I think 3 Reef, 3 Fable's good, because Fable accelerates you to Elesh Norn, and Reef doesn't necessarily, like, it kind of does, but not all the time. Whereas, like, turn 3 Fable guarantees, almost always guarantees turn 4 Elesh Norn. I think I'll do this. Tireless Tracker. Tireless Tracker goes kind of hard with Elesh Norn, I'll tell you that much. Don't think we can mulligan turn 3 Clarion into any situation ever, so... Go Hideout for Plains, and then Passage for Mountain on 2. I like how I'm fetching for basic Plains, basic Mountain, and I have Growth Spiral in my deck. Yeah. Well, it's not in my deck post-board, but... Oh, ship it. Ship it. You know what's hilarious? They're going to make the Hopeful Initiate a 3-4, and I'm still going to be able to kill it. If you know, you know. I guess I could also just Chain to the Rocks. I mean, I should cast Chain. I guess we just kill the Hopeful Initiate. Don't know, now you know. More you know. Yeah, I'm going to kill the Hopeful Initiate, I think. Then we can go this on 4, this fetch land on 5, or maybe just Elesh Norn. We'll see what they do. But they also might hold up Brave. Okay, so now we only get to kill 2 things now, which is still fine. Still take that trade. We have an ETA of the Alteration Bug. I am not aware of an ETA. Oh, it's gonna come up. It's gonna come up, chat. I love it. I love it when shit like this happens. Even if I lose this game, I just don't care, because this is just like, I live for this shit, you know? I live for this. Oh no, it's not. What am I thinking? I'm thinking this is fucking, never mind. I'm an idiot. I got so excited because I thought this was Rending Flames, or whatever it was. You know what I mean? I got so excited because I thought it was going to come up, but then I realized, oh wait, it's not Radiant Flames. Shit. Yeah, I was like, in my head the entire time, I was just like, I was thinking it was Radiant Flames. Shit. Oh, man. Well, yeah. Alright, +1 for Radiant Flames, huh? +1 for Radiant Flames. I'm gonna tweet this, hold on. So Radiant Flames would deal 4, because you're casting it for 4 colors. Because the Thalia would make it cost 4, and it would be X = 4, so I'd actually be able to kill the Thalia's Lieutenant. This is a good tweet. Yeah, when the flames are not radiant. Good tweet. Am I dead? I mean, probably, right? I'm gonna cast my spell. They protect here. I go to 1. I don't think I have any outs. Maybe, like, I guess exactly the other Omnath, that I can gain 8 life. Oh, no, I'm just dead. Yeah, I'm just dead. Yeah. Never mind. Alright. Well, shit. Man, I like... The entire game, I was just thinking this is Radiant Flames, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna get their ass. Alright, well. Now I'm kind of sad. How'd the Grow League go? We went 4-1. I forgot. Do you remember what we lost to, chat, with the Grow League? I do not remember what we lost to. Maybe chat remembers. This hand does not seem particularly good. I mean, if I draw a third land, it's not bad, but it has to specifically be whatever color I don't fetch here. I'm gonna ship this. Okay, this is better. Back the breeding pool. Seeing land drops for a couple turns. Yeah, I can't remember what we lost to. Let's pull up the VODs. Mono green opponent sideboarded Stonebrain against you on elementals. Why? Why'd they do that? Oh yeah, I agree too. I think it's in a pretty good spot. Like, it's good against Rakdos, and if you play 4 Crowan War, you can, like, kind of break even against green. So, it's a good place to be, the deck that has a great Rakdos matchup, a close to even green matchup, and then the Lotus Field matchup is a little sketchy, but if you have Elf into Stormseeker, you usually win those games. When you're, like, on the play Elf Stormseeker, you can kill Lotus Field before they can kill you with those games, but... Oh, yeah, it was a Tarka Red. Yeah, that's what it was. It was a Tarka Red, yes. Okay, no blocks. Okay, let's go Passage for Island. I'm going to make white because I'm going to end up casting the Chain of the Rocks. So I'll make, like, white... blue? No, white red. Okay, that's not bad, right? Because I can go Chain here, kill Thalia, and then I can go Omnath, kill this, shove. Not bad, not bad. We take those. Try a couple more aggressive cards in the flex spots. One card that I'm not sold on 100% is the Embercleaves in the sideboard. Like, I guess the theory is that you can kind of make up percentage points against green and Lotus the faster matchups by just Embercleaving them. You know, you just, like, curve 1 drop into Lovestruck Beast into Embercleave, take 12 or whatever, but... Nothing? What is in their hand? I kind of just don't want to attack. Right? They probably have a Ganjo. What the fuck else could they have? What if I just, like, what if I just don't attack? Like, I'm allowed to not attack, right? I can make this a 6/6 next turn. Yeah, no attacks. I mean, I'm miles ahead, so... Cathar Commando? Oh, sure. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Can still make the Omnath the 5/5 next turn, so it's not even that bad. That doesn't really do that much. Let's Growth Spiral first. Plains. Make red. Play this. Make blue. Reef. Trigger. This is about to go breezy. Green. Trigger here. Get blue. Counter here. Make red. Now make white. Let me go binding. This idiot. And attack you for 11. Alright, you figure it out. Sergeant Snuggles! I missed you, buddy. Thank you for the 27 months. How you been? How you been, buddy? Draw Jegantha? Yeah, I mean, they're off it. So what's this? Turn 1 Triome, turn 2 get a Forest, and then bunch of 3s. Good enough for me, I guess. Yeah, we're talking about the ad policy tweet. See if I'll link it to you. Hold on. This was the original tweet, and then Twitch also tweeted. They tweeted their own stuff out too. Oh, now I can save the fetch line. That's nice. You're gonna foil Rakdos. You're just gonna own every single deck foil. Blood Tithe Harvester. Weirdly enough, I kind of want to Reef first. Because if I Fable, they get to steal the token and make a treasure if they have Claim plus Sack Outlet. But I also get to, like, dig towards Omnath next turn. It's really... Playing Fable's really good if they don't have Claim. So it's a question of, like, do I want to play her on Claim, basically? I'm just gonna play Reef, I think. I don't know if that's right, but I'm gonna play Reef. It's close. Yeah, Rakdos, Bedge, indeed. Hey, I'm a Rakdos gamer now, JS. I don't know if you know this. Okay, that's fine. I played Rakdos in the 10K. Now that I own Shieldrids, gotta play some Rakdos. So 3 mana Nissa, Hideout, Sack, 3 left over. So I can go Nissa plus Reef, or I can go like Nissa plus Fable, Nissa plus Binding. I'm gonna cast Nissa. Let's cast Nissa. Yeah, I'm the Walmart ginger. So let's make... I guess we're just gonna make red-white either way. Gonna make red with one and white with the other one. I have to look at the schedule. I think there are some RCQs coming up, but I need to like figure out which ones I'm playing. You wasted the retrigger to get your 3rd landfall, and next trigger be 2nd. Well, the other upside of playing Reef is like hit a land and then draw Omnath, right? That I can go like Omnath, Reef trigger, fetch land, and just kind of like go nuts from there. So like the upside of playing Reef is if I draw Omnath, right? And then the upside of playing Fable is they don't have Claim. I don't know. It's really close. It's really close. You can't really go wrong. But as far as my next RCQ, I think I'm leaning either towards Rakdos or Boats. I think those are the 2 decks that I'm leaning towards. Like, I like Boros, but again, it's one of those that where I think I have to make like a... It's a metagame call type of deck. It's a good deck, but it does have some tough matchups. Yeah, I really like the Seeker boat list. Where's my mountain? Oh, this can't get mountain. I'm an idiot. It's like, where's my mountain? Oh, I don't want to make white, because if I make red-white, then I can't play Reef. So I guess I'll make red-blue. Interesting. Let's just play Fable, I think. Because the nice thing about playing Fable this turn is I can dig for fetch lands next turn. Because if I find a fetch land, we're going to have a good turn. Like Q and RCQ with Rakdos or green? I feel like green is probably better positioned than Rakdos. Like, it's weird. It's Rakdos is a good deck. It's just, it's really hard to get above 50% in any matchup, you know? I mean, that's just the nature of the deck, you know? And that's kind of what you sign up for when you play Rakdos, but I just think you have a lot more room to have lopsided matchups with green, and it doesn't feel to me that there are any truly lopsided matchups not in green's favor. You know what I mean? Like, there are definitely, you know, like Enigmatic Fires versus, or like the Karuga Fires versus Lotus, like, you know what I mean? There's nothing like that with green, I don't feel like. I don't feel like any deck is 100% against green. Like, even Spirits, you know? Spirits is good against green, but like, if they're on the play and they have turn 2 Pelucrados, you kind of just get rolled over. I don't know. It's not that they're down on Rakdos, it's just, it always has been a 50% deck. Also, it dominated in Canada because it was... I think there were a lot more Rakdos players in Canada than there were in any other location, I believe. I know, right? It's unreal. Savage Knuckleblade, man. Savage Knuckleblade. Very, very savage. Yeah, the Canadians do love Jund. Like, what was the percentage? Let me look it up. Hold on. I'll tell you what the percentage was of Rakdos in the Canada RC. Love the 50% decks. Alright, percent of fields. It was about the same, actually. Alright, it was about the same. 19%. I don't know, somebody... I feel like I read somewhere that it was, like, a lot more than that. I don't remember who was saying that. Obviously, you know, not a trustworthy source, but... They took my Omnath. That's rude. That turn didn't go so great for us. Those are cards. Combat. No push. Unless they only have one push and they're saving it for Reef. Kind of want to go Reef Binding here. Kill their Fable. I'm going to put that into my hand and not play it. And I have to Binding the Fable main phase, because otherwise they can sack it to Oven. To this hospital bed. Unrelated is the reason I dislike Blue-Eye Control so much. I don't know. I I probably dislike Blue-Eye Control a little too much. It's mostly just a meme at this point. Like, I'll play it, you know, I don't mind. It is what it is. I'll play against it, but I will never play that deck, though. That is something I'll never do. Also because, you know, it's just not my style, and as a content creator, it's really hard for me to create good content with that deck, if that makes sense. That's a lot of mana. Oh, they're gonna Croxa. Think I didn't even see the Croxa. Maybe I shouldn't have cast the Binding, but I guess I'm discarding Fable, and then just hope that Reef can get, or Escape can get us out of this. Okay, it's a good turn. That is a start, and I do have enough mana to do everything I want, so we can go Nissa first, then Passage, Crack, Escape, and then go from there. Right, yeah, I think it's more of a niche market, too. I mean, there are definitely people who enjoy watching Blue-White content, and, you know, that's fine. You foiled out the right deck, then? Yeah, of course. You got it. You know. Reason to flatlines. 2, 3, 4, 5, Escape. We need to find a Chained or a Land and a Binding to kill this Croxa. We found none of it. That's not good. That is not good. There's no reason to play the second Nissa, right? I guess I can go Brokers Hideout to pick up Jegantha, but I can also just do Jegantha all in one turn next turn. So let's choose to not do that. Because if I play the Brokers Hideout, I don't have the fetch land to trigger Nissa next turn, so I think doing that's worse. Fetch note for Elemental. The only one I could play is Risen Reef, right? Because if the fetch land is Broker's Hideout, so if I go Broker's Hideout, sacrifice it, I only have 3 mana, including the treasure, and I can't play Omnath, right? No, Yorion is legal in this format. It's possible this should be a Yorion deck as opposed to a Jegantha deck, but I kind of like making it 60 cards because you just, you know, it's more consistent, I think. But there is definitely enough cards in these colors to build an 80 card deck for sure. More room for fetchables. Well, the downside is you draw your fetch lands less often because this deck only plays 8 fetch lands. Past Broker's Hideout and Fabled Passage, which are already not that good, your next best option is like Terramorphic Expanse or Evolving Wilds. Like, the fetch lands are atrocious, right? Yeah, that's a good point, too, because you can only get basics, so it makes it more awkward in Yorion decks. I have to chump block Croxa. Just take 8 Giga Chad. I don't know how the hell I win this game, but I'm just going to take 8. We'll figure it out. I feel like this game is over. The good Niv to light list. Well, the thing about Niv is they rely a lot less on having a fetch land because they only play Omnath. This deck is playing Omnath and Nissa, so you need a much higher density of fetch lands when you're playing with both of those cards, you know what I mean? Like, we tried a list that had 4 Nissa and 4 Lotus Cobra, and it was just unplayable because your fetch lands were so bad that you had to use them early, and, like, you know, even 4 Nissa, 4 Omnath might be too much given how, first of all, how bad your fetch lands are and how low of a count you have for fetch lands. Like, there is a possibility you might want to cut a Nissa. It doesn't do a lot. Well, actually, yeah, it does, right? That was actually a really good draw, never mind. Wait, that was insane. Never mind, that's actually the best draw in my deck. Yeah, that was probably the best draw in my deck. As a matter of fact, yeah, but it doesn't do a lot. Right, yeah. Classic Doomwake draws the literal best possible, and he's like, man, that's not a good draw. Okay, so I think we do this first, right? I did not even realize this. Oh, but it doesn't work, right? Because you can't sacrifice the second one because it's already gone after the first trigger. I don't know how that works, but we're going to find out. The other awkward part is we only have, like, one basic left. Alright, 4 mana. Let's... Reef? Just gonna draw our entire deck. Look at the cards. Have I played a land this turn? I don't think so, right? Again, we only have one basic left, so... White, blue, green... They're probably dead, right? Played the hideout. Oh, yeah, right, yeah. Red. I'll just make more white. Take a cast for sick of it all. Can I kill them this turn? I might actually be able to one-shot them with Omnath. So I can't play any of these lands unless I hit the second escape. Doomy222. Thank you for the 3 months, buddy. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you. I mean, they're toast, right? Jazz, is this good? Somebody tell me if this is good. I just can't tell if this is good or not. Oh, shit. Blue, red. Yeah, I don't have any basics left. We went a little too deep. Pack your bags, we're going. Blue, red. Now what? How many elementals do I have? 1, 2, 3. So this deals 4. This would be 8 with the Elesh Norn. I'll just kill all their shit. Kill all your shit. I know they can sack the Crocs to the Witch's Oven. I really don't care, though. It just doesn't matter. Yeah, who cares? I mean, I guess I could theoretically die to Mayhem Devil, so I guess I'll hold up the binding for that, right? Oh, wait, they're just dead, right? 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 8 is 14. I think I'm 2 points short? This only counts elementals, though, right? And I have no way to get... Oh, no, because I can get a landfall trigger off the Reef. Okay, sure. Right, I can just stack the triggers the right way. So we stack these triggers... Oh, it doesn't matter, but I can get landfalls to pump the Omnaths. Yeah, sure. No. Yeah, alright. You lose. Near. This is, in fact, lethal damage. What's our companion? Jegantha. I don't know. Make red. Make green. I'm having fun. If you don't want to scoop, that's fine. I'm having fun. I'm gonna draw my whole deck. So they go to 8, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, this is lethal, but we'll just keep going. You know, it's fine. We'll just keep going. Why not? Is this BM? This is advanced BM. That's a lot of triggers, chat. That's a lot of triggers. Remember the beginning of this turn where I drew Elesh Norn and I was like, I don't think that's a good draw step. Yeah, I was incorrect. I was definitely incorrect. Yeah, I'm not going to cast any more spells. I got a 1-card in library. Exactly 1 card in deck. You'll love to see it. Elesh Norn is kind of messed up. The card's sick. Woo! Alright. Pog. Yeah, look at every single card. Opponent, I want you to look at every single one of my cards. Do we board anything against Rakdos Sacrifice? I guess Rest in Peace, probably, but that's it. It's like the only thing that's even relevant, I think. This has to be a really good matchup. think I'm just going to swap the Spirals for Rips all day. This has been by far the best Nissa list we've played. We've played a couple. Again, I think we tried one with Yorion, one without Yorion, and then a third build with 4 Nissa, 4 Lotus Cobra. So this is, I think, the 4th deck that we've played with Nissa, and this has felt like by far the best one so far. Just a lot more consistent than the previous builds. The Lotus Cobra was definitely the worst one by far, because again, as we talked about, the lack of playable fetch lands just makes, it's really hard to play 8 Lotus Cobras when these are your fetch lands. Like, they're not good cards, but you just have to play them because your deck just, that's a requirement. 1 Thassa's Oracle for when you go too deep. Normal Stream Decker ever get the new cards? Well, I'm using Moxfield now, specifically because Stream Decker still does not have the new cards. So I've had enough of it, but Moxfield's great. Okay, that is a lot of reefing. When the reef is risen, I don't know if I should keep this hand, but okay. I just hate mulligan against Thoughtseize. So I know it's weird, Mana Treasures, but what we're doing is we're taking Jeskai Black from when it was good in Standard, like when it was one of the best decks, the exact list from that Standard format versus current Pioneer Rakdos midrange. And the concept, I guess the idea, is like taking a deck that was best in its prime versus a deck that's good in its current prime. Very similar to what LSV and Sam Party did, and it's a little bit different because they did 2 standard decks, so it's not quite the same thing, but I think the concept is similar, and the really nice thing is, like, both Jeskai Black and Rakdos Midrange kind of, like, sort of operate on similar axes, so I think it's going to be really fun and really interesting to showcase, like, how the decks play against each other. I actually think that Todd has a pretty big edge. Like, he has a bunch of fetch lands to enable Dig Through Time. He has a million answers to Shieldred. He doesn't have Fable, but I think it'll be a fun match. I think Pelucranos showed up on a green weak matchups. A lot of them, yes. Very good against Spirits. Also, Pelucranos just solos Greasefang because you block the Angel on the first attack, and then you just go untap, flip, attack, and you just easily race them. So Pelucranos literally just solos that matchup by itself. What makes made Jeskai Black so good? The mana. Like, there is a period of time in Standard, where you could play fetch lands with dual lands. I know, crazy. But yeah, the cons Battle for Zendikar, like that fetch land, like that era, the mana was, you could just do whatever the hell you wanted to. There was no restrictions on what you could play. Nothing at all. I don't know if I got the sub, but Doomy, thank you for the 3 months, buddy. I love being on the dive down. And we get a star request from Doomy. I mean, I should have mulliganed, right? Like, in the queue. Yeah, the mana bases were very, very expensive. That is true. Okay, this hand's much better. Keep this. I've not heard a lot of Glory Hammer before. And by a lot, I don't think I've ever heard Glory Hammer before. Yeah, Jace was also an $80 card. I think it hit a hundo at one point. You'll have to request any serious song. Serious, huh? Define serious. I gotta restart Moto. I'm lagging pretty bad. I was hoping to hit a land there so I could go Omnath into fetch land, but it's a metal opera about a space wizard. That's based. It sounds dope. Yeah, Stoke the Flames was like a ridiculously expensive uncommon too. How many Shieldreds was Jace worth? At its peak, well, I mean, I guess you could talk about Jace peak versus Shelly peak. Because Shelly peak was what, like 80? So it was about like if you peak both of them, it's like 1.5 Shellys. But like peak Jace versus low Shelly, they didn't kill my Risen Reef? Oh, they just responded to me casting it on Mental, yeah. I don't like this. Because I can go Nissa, play Brokers Hideout, but I don't have an opportunity to cast the Chain to the Rocks before the sacrifice of the Brokers Hideout resolves, so they're going to get to kill my Risen Reef. This is tough. So we go like Nissa, fetch land, sack, they kill Reef with the fetch land trigger, then we chain the Devil. I mean, no matter what, my Reef is dying, right? I guess I might as well get the Nissa into play. They could kill Nissa. Oh, they could, right? Because it's 1 damage here. But I would still get the second trigger. But maybe I don't want to risk losing the Nissa. Okay, yeah, that's fair. So let's go here. They're going to kill the Reef. Then we can just go this. Next turn, Omnath. Hope to hit another fetch land. I don't think I want them killing the Nissa, though, is the thing. Because if I do this, then we would get 1 damage here, 1 damage here, and then 1 damage when they sack the food to get back the cats. They would kill Nissa. Like, it kind of feels like I'm spewing a fetch land here, which is not the best, but I know, these fetch lands. If only I had a windswept teeth. No, please, Watsy, if you're listening, it was a joke. Don't ever put that. They're never going to do it anyways, but it's nice to play a format without fetch lands. This gets in planes, I guess. Yeah, second white's probably more important than second blue. Prismatic Vista. Vista's like maybe on the right power level. It might still be a little too good though. It's a good question to ask, chat. What do you think? Is Prismatic Vista too much for Pioneer? Is it too is that make mana fixing too good? It's a lot of ovens. Just Bloodstained Mire. Yeah, we gotta make Rakdos better. Rakdos not good enough. Alright, fetch land. I'm gonna YOLO this. Fetch land, please. Fetch land. Let's fucking go. Question is, what do I play? It's gotta be Elesh Norn, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's gotta be Elesh Norn. Because that turns off the cat. I guess this is worse if they have an answer for Elesh Norn. They probably have Furnace Rains. I don't know if they have it in their hand, but they definitely have Furnace Rains in their deck. So maybe it's better to escape there, and then we can Elesh Norn, and they can't, like, respond to the Elesh Norn. So maybe that's worse. It's definitely riskier to play the Elesh Norn. But they usually have more Thoughtseizes than they do Furnace Rains, so yeah. And now if they have Thoughtseize, I just don't care, because I have 2 escapes anyways. But if I play Escape and they Thoughtseize Elesh Norn, then it's worse for me, so. Wouldn't every deck with the Pathway just run Vista instead? How many basics would you be comfortable on playing with? Like, if your mana base had just 4 Vistas, what is the required number of basics? It's got to be 3, right? Even if you're a 2-color deck. I don't think you can get away with 2. Yeah, it's like 3 is probably pushing it just a little bit. Yeah, it's still fine for most. Well, I'm saying it's really hard. Like, I guess your 3-color deck would just have 1 of each and then 4 Vistas. So, all right. Well, they didn't have an answer to Elesh Norn, so I'm gonna cast this card. Say it again, tell me what I wanna hear. Okay, so let's go 1, 2. Oh, I can actually go Forest, then play Nissa with white floating, then play other land, get 2 more mana from Nissa, and then I can just, like, shotgun all their shit. Then I can go Nissa, make white mana, right? This game should be over. Should I jam mono white or mono green at my RCQ? Probably mono green. I would recommend playing mono green. Really, Blue Chronos showed up. Yes, I do. Blue Chronos really, really makes the Greasefang matchup a lot better too. It's just nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can play the Breeding Pool tapped. 3 mana, which is enough for Chain plus Binding. Right? Maybe the island was better, and then if I find Reef, I can, like, Reef and try to gamble on trying to find a land off Reef, but it's a little sketchier. So now we go Chained here. Should have targeted this, but I don't think it matters. Target these. They sack both. I don't really care. And then I'm just going to Binding both of their Fables, I think. Yeah, let's kill both Fables. That was a good turn. Good turn. Good turn. Good fucking turn. You can go. That's all I got. Demolish incoming to blow up the Stomping Ground. Well, the chain is being on the tokens, so it's like it doesn't matter that much, you know? Not the Evans. Why do I care about the Evans? I have an Elesh Norn in play. I think I care way more about the Fables. Like, they can actually kill me with the Fables. They can't kill me with the Evans. Their cats don't do anything with Elesh Norn in play. It also, like, digs them to more answers. They couldn't answer the Elesh Norn last turn, right? Oh, I gotta restart. I was lagging a lot during that match. Can work with this. Yeah, Clarion is good. It's also very surprising how good Clarion is against Rakdos. Because a lot of, like, Rakdos wins a lot of games where they just have those aggressive starts, Harvester into Trespasser or whatever, and Clarion being able to clean up those draws is really good. I've heard Devices by Dwellings. I don't think I have. Doesn't sound familiar. I'm just going to go Chained, pick up Jegantha. Proceed. Yeah, this song. Can this deck beat an Elesh Norn? No. The answer to your question is no. Do I have to chain that too? Kind of awkward that I can't play chained. I want to go Omnath, put a counter on it, and then chain, but that's worse if they have Brutal Cathar anyways. Manic. Just gonna do it this way. Isn't Jegantha better? I mean, it comes into play tapped. My worry about Jegantha is if I Jegantha and they have Adeline, then they get a token. Maybe the one token doesn't matter that much, but now I get to kill Githium with the Omnath, which is kind of gas. See you. Can't play anything else that turn, but it's fine. Yorion plus 4 Siege Rhino BTL deck. I did not see that, no. Sounds pretty interesting, though. I'm here for it, you know? I mean, I'm down for a Siege Rhino. Don't threaten me with a good time. Yeah, the Rhino boys. Okay, so this is gonna get Forest. Then I'm gonna play Nissa, and then I'm gonna go Fabled Passage, make white green, and this is gonna get Island. Yeah, white. Then I can't play Fable. Oh, but I can't hit Fable off of Nissa. Yeah, okay. So, Island, green. That's what I was looking for. Sure. And it doesn't matter at this point. Alright, go. God, that song is so good. Put Rhino in 5-color midrange because copying it with Fable close game so quickly. Oh, like in the Bring Slide Omnath decks? It makes sense, even if it's just like a one-of. I could see it. Totally fine. Alright, mono white. Mono white gamer. What did we cut the last time? We got the escapes and the spirals, I think. Yeah, because Spiral's a little awkward against Thalia. I mean, it's possible I'm... Fable's also awkward against Thalia. Let's do this. Like, it's just not a ton of stuff for Fable to copy anyways. Yeah, this deck makes a lot of mana. Yeah, we needed more lands. Unfortunately, we were only able to put, 12 into play. See, I actually disagree because Spiral on the draw... Well, I mean, they're both bad. Like, Spiral versus Fable, they're both really bad against Thalia on the draw. The one upside to Spiral is you can go turn 3 Spiral, turn 4 Elesh Norn to shut off their Brutal Cathars and, like, Lieutenants and stuff. So I think that's more relevant, but it's close. It's very, very close. Absence not good enough? No, I think it's too slow. Like, we have 4 Chained, 4 Binding, a Volley, and 3 Clarions. I don't think we're short on removal. And Absence giving them a clue is like, you know, we're trying to... this is a mid-range deck. We're trying to run them out of resources. Okay, so I'm assuming with this hand we go Triome into Forest, Passage, Crack for Plains. But this is a lot worse against Thalia. Shit. Yeah, this is bad. They're gonna flip Githia next turn, aren't they? Although, to be fair, even if I had played Passage on 1 and gotten Plains, I still could not chained on 2. So I guess it didn't really change that much. But if I play Breeding Pool and then Spiral the next turn, I can't... I'm 2 turns away from casting the Chained, so... I'm very surprised they didn't just flip the Githian. Alright, well... I guess we take those. Drawing like a Temple Garden or something to be able to double chain here would be kind of sick. Oh, I guess we couldn't even double chain, right? Because that would be 2 mana, kill this. Yeah, okay. What do I kill? I guess we kill Thalia? Thalia pay the ward? I could also just go kill Coppercoat Vanguard, then play Breeding Pool tapped. Yeah, I guess... yeah, I guess that's better. Because it does let me play the Breeding Pool tap, which is kind of nice. And then I could just go... Yeah, if I draw a white source, then I could still just go 2 mana chained. Could even go, like, Forest, 2 mana chain, kill Thalia. Okay, well, that changes things. God, Vanguard is so good. Well, if I cast Omnath, I'm dead on board. So I probably shouldn't do that. Although, if I cast Chain of the Rocks, I am also dead on board. So, I guess we'll just go to game 3. Go to 1? How would I go to 1? Could have Nissa in the chain. Oh, right. Nissa, play land, make white, chain, kill Vanguard, animate Mutavault, block Thalia, take 4, go to 2. Sure, I guess that's fair. Okay, you're right. I could have maybe bought a turn. True. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Right, you right. This is like turn 3 Binding, turn 4 Omnath? It's not even that good, because we can't get all 3 colors with these 2 lands. I don't think this hand's very good. Better? It needs a lot of help, though. I don't think I can mull this on 6. Okay. It's not bad, but it's awkward because it's not a red source. But if we can find a red source to go Omnath, kill this, that'd be huge. All right, no longer killing that with Omnath. We can kill this, I guess. Blue, green here. Here, get plains, I guess, because it's more important to have double white for, like, binding chain turns. Trying to put together a Uranus instead of honestly making mana base work with Hurion is giving me such a headache. Can't even imagine that. We just go main phase binding, kill Kithian, so they can't brave us. It's worse against Adeline. What if I just hold up binding? It's not great either way. I think I'm far enough behind that I just have to try it. I have to save this binding for Adeline. I know it's really bad if they have Brave, but just have to play more bad fetch lands. Like, how many more fetch lands do you need to play in 80 cards to have the right ratio? Like, you probably have to play 10 or 11, right? So past Brokers Hideout and Fabled Passage, what's the next best one? Oh, we'll get it soon, don't worry. The Naya Hideout? Yeah, probably. More tri-lands. Honestly, the Naya Hideout doesn't sound that bad. Because the awkward part about Brokers is with Chain to the Rocks, there are some spots you want to be able to fetch Basic Mountain. So the fact that Brokers Hideout can't get Basic Mountain is kind of sketchy. Okay. Well, I mean, they did what we wanted them to do. I still don't really think we're in a good spot, but... Just play the list from the RC. Which list? If you're talking about the Elementals list, this is the list from the RC. Alright, well, I guess 28 lands, by the way. 28 lands, by the way. Oh, the Karuga Fire Stack? Maybe, yeah. Okay. Happily take a trade. I don't think I can win otherwise. Alright, we need a red source that is ideally pain-free, so Fabled Passage, please. 28 lands, by the way. I think we don't have any outs anymore, but damn it. I was PT testing with Spike. We didn't really do any PT testing. I think he's gonna be on his. I think he's gonna do his own thing. Like I'm sure that a team will probably pick him up. I'd be shocked if somebody didn't. Like he is one of the brightest minds in the game. He's very, very smart. Especially when it comes to Modern, you know. Alright, Gamba's up, chat. Gamba all of your life savings away. Get it twisted. It is time to get it twisted. Just don't get mana screwed, forehead. Simply just do not get mana screwed. It's just that easy. You know, people always ask me for advice on how to get better. Just don't get mana screwed. Jegantha, so this one has 3 Grazer, 2 Elesh, 2 Nissa. Only 2 Nissas, huh? 2 Dry. This is like more what Turtle Power was playing. Turtle Power, how close is this to your list? How well did Chase do, by the way? Yeah. Game designers don't want you to know about this one simple trick. This, I guess? Sure. It's going down. Hey, yo. Calm down over there, buddy. Calm the fuck down. We have a Darksteel Citadel sighting. Wish I had March. Stop! Stop! Yeah, I know, yeah. The people were playing 12 lands in the best of 1 arena queues because of the shuffler algorithm. It was so good. Do I escape or Elesh Norn here? Is Elesh Norn... I don't know what they're doing. Is Elesh Norn good against their deck? Maybe? Like, I guess. I also would just not even play the fetch land at that point, right? Alright, Elesh Norn, baby. I don't know what's good against you, but... Probably Atraxifiers? Maybe. I mean, Elesh Norn's good if they have Atrax in their deck, right? They can't Creativity. Yeah, they can't Creativity off the Citadel. But if they, like, make a treasure, they can Creativity, right? Alright, we'll look at this after TP. I mean, I wonder if they're... I was going to say, like, they're a Dwarven Mine deck, because they played 3 basic mountains, but unlikely that they have Dwarven Mine plus Citadel. They probably just are, like, some weird Chandra deck, right? Yeah. This doesn't kill Elesh Norn. Because they can kill this. Sure. It was a good draw. So I can just go off, right? We can officially go off. So let's make red, green, crack this, island, blue, white, escape. Can go Brokers Hideout. Make green, red. Get white. Make blue, make white. Just go, like, play this, kill Chandra, I guess. I do think there's a pretty good chance they have Ugin in their deck, which is kind of sketchy. Ugin's gonna be, like, I don't think I can kill them next turn. Maybe. If they don't kill any of this, I can probably kill them, but... Like, if they have second Chandra, they can go down tick, kill these 2, and then I almost certainly can't kill them. Okay, well, I can beat a Golos. That is, in fact, a card that I can beat. What do we want to start with? I guess we just start with Fabled Passage, right? Let's go here. Do the thing with the thing. Make white, make green. Let's go Risen Reef. Okay. Let's go Chained. Trigger there. Growth Spiral here. I'm just clicking buttons. I'm sure they're dead, but I'm just clicking some buttons. Can escape. Red, blue, green. Yeah, I'll be careful not to deck. I think it should be fine. I think we should be good. I still have 33 cards in my deck. We'll be fine. We'll be okay. We'll be alright. It's not lethal though, right? Because it's 4, 8, 11. Oh, but I can have a new Omnath, right? If I keep the new Omnath... I guess the weird part about keeping the new Omnath is I can't attack with this one. So it's 4 damage either way, right? So I guess I should keep this one. Should have attacked first. Well, I'm trying to hit the other Omnath so I can put counters on stuff. I think I'm going to keep this. The whole point of doing this before combat is to hit the Locus of the Roil so I can put counters. But I guess I just had lethal, right? If I just did some other stuff. Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, well now I can correct my issue. Now I can just go to combat. Cast Spiral after attack. Yeah. But it's fine. We're going to kill them anyways. White, green, blue, red. Pay 2 life, because why not? Land enters the battlefield tapped, still pay 2 white, Giga Chad. Alright, what did they show us? Darksteel Citadel, blue-red duels, Chandra Awakened Inferno, and Cleansing Wildfire? I mean, I guess we just want the counter spells, right? I want my own Chandras, perhaps? Maybe they have a lot of counter spells. I don't know. Probably don't need all these chains. Think we can safely cut those. Maybe keep in like 2 chain for Golos / Fable. They probably have Fable. Also Absence. Absence does kill Ugin, which we suspect is probably in their deck. We don't necessarily know if they're playing counter spells. They didn't show us any counter spells, but we're trying to like we're just making assumptions on what the blue could be. I want to do like 1 Chandra, 1 Fateful Absence. How's that? Perfect sideboarding. It sounds good. Keep this. If they're not playing counter spells, then we should probably run Chandra Awakened Inferno. I like the way you think, you know? Just very straight to the point. A wise person once said, you should play Chandra Awakened Inferno. They always have the Cleansing Wildfire. How? Literally how? 60 cards, by the way. Maybe I should have held up Absence there. For, like, tempo purposes. Because now I'm just, yeah. I should have just played on tap land. Although I would not have Fateful Absence the Fable token, to be fair. Alright, really want to hit a land off of this Risen Reef. Wait, why didn't I play Fable? I should have played Fable there. What was I doing? Also, nice Dovin's Veto that I just can't cast. Well, Fable token would have died anyways. Jesus Christ. Chat, I'm in danger. Can't even cast the fucking Omnath. Oh, this mana base, dude. I guess we're just going Fabled Hideout. Get a blue. Oh, it's better to get white, I think. But I think Spirits did pretty well at the RC. So I think Spirits has a very good matchup against most of the decks. Most of the decks being Lotus Field, Mono Green, stuff like that. And I think that the people, the players who, like the dedicated Spirits players who have been playing Spirits forever, basically, and, you know, they're like a Spirits master, I think those players get, like, I would take like a dedicated Spirits player who's been playing Spirits for 6 months to a year over somebody who picked up Rakdos like a month ago and just started testing with it, because they know the matchup, and that matchup is really tricky. Like, I think that it's an incredibly... Is this an Elder Deep Fiend? Oh. Well, I guess I encounter that. Okay. Yes. Discard Mountain Omnath? Definitely Mountain. Why did my mind go to Elder Deep Fiend? I don't know, they were tapping 8 mana on my upkeep. That's just what I'm used to, I played a lot during that standard format. I really want to find a Binding or a Chain here. They're trading? I did not expect that to happen. I mean, I'll take it. Did not expect them to trade. It's a lot of reefs. When the reef is risen, you get double Brokers Hideout triggers with Elesh. So you gain, I believe you gain 2 life, but you only get 1 land, I think. Because part of the cost says, ETB, sacrifice it. When you do, search for a land, put it on the battlefield, then gain a life. So the when you do doesn't actually happen because you're not sacrificing it. Because the second copy, like, there isn't a second copy to sacrifice. So I guess at that point you wouldn't get the second life either, I think. Mono Blue Devotion. That deck is super sweet. I want it to be good. I'm just not really sure exactly how to build it is the thing. What is up, party people? We got Gilly, thank you for the 27. She reefing. No, going with that. She risen on my reef. I don't know. I don't know where I'll go with this. I got nothing. Yeah, I have to kill Golos, obviously. She reefing me till I'm risen. Not bad. If you hit double land. True. Very true. Oh, because I could have played the reef. Yeah. Oh, you wanted me to gamble and play the reef. I see. Am I getting Ugin? They sacked Vessel. I'm really scared, chat. What is happening right now? Chat, I'm scared. What is happening? Why did they sack Vessel? Couldn't they have just cast that? Pop clue. Don't like our position. Well, I guess we're going to go Omnath, Fetchland, Elesh, Norn, right? Try to go ham next turn. Could even hold up Binding. Where's my mountain? Oh, I discarded the mountain to Fable, okay. Sure. Go. I don't know if this Binding is really going to do all that much, but I started on quad land, played 2 lands, flashed my last card. Just more. Last card was Lore Master, True Master Waves, Nykthos, and turn 3 and 1. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, the Leyline draws are super absurd. You can have some really disgusting turns with that deck. I'll just take 2. So, I mean, it definitely has a lot of potential. It's just like, it feels... The deck doesn't feel that great when it doesn't have Leyline. Oh, fuck. That's bad. Red-white. Generator Servant. Generator Servant, chat. Generator Servant. Okay. Eugene down. I mean, we're still, like, not in that bad of a spot. I'm just gonna play a second Elesh Norn. Alright, go. They have 1 card in hand? I mean, they have a Den, but we have a 4/7. This is my only other Elesh Norn, though, so if this one dies, it might be a little tough. What's up, Yatsugi? I was waiting for you to show up in chat. Yatsugi was the one who got a 5-0 with the mono red. I don't know what you want to call it, but looks like they're splashing for Magma Opus, which is kind of cool, because it's like a ramp payoff, but also a ramp spell. It's kind of cool. I mean, you have to, play some dual lands for it, but it's really hard to find a card that is both a ramp payoff and a ramp spell, and Opus is like the only one that does it. Okay, we like that. I mean, they have a shit ton of mana, but Bean Sprout Giant, back in my day, they're making blue mana. Another Opus? Sorry about that. Because they can't get Elesh Norn. Alright. Well, they've cast 3 Magma Opuses, and I think I'm still ahead. Herd Migration. Herd Migration doesn't count because it's not a ramp spell. It just finds you a land, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't necessarily count that. Oh, I have to tap my the blue source. I'm a Chad. We'll hit a land. Side out, soak me in bleach. Let's go here. I guess we can... Oh, I only have 1 veto. How much mana do they have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which is enough to play Ugin and pay for Dispute, because I don't have a second veto in my deck. Can I keep going? I guess I can Spiral and try and find Nissa, right? Spiral, Red, White, Floating, Ketria Triome, Crack Passage, make more mana. I don't have a fetchable. I only have 1 basic plains. So I currently cannot fetch a plains. Yeah, I feel like they have another Ugin. I don't know that there's a lot I can do about it, though. Okay. Yeah, we can get them close to dead, but not quite. So I think we just do this. Binding, take out the elemental token and the servant. And slam for 4 and just kind of pray. I could have picked up Jegantha, but I'd rather just leave the fetch lane in play, I think. Alright, no second Ugin, please. Could beat an Opus. I can't beat an Ugin, though. We are... Okay. They did not have an Ugin. Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright, let's open our pity chest. And then I did not forget about the deck tech for Turtle Power. Didn't forget you, buddy. Lava Ball Trap, let's go! Make Lava Ball Trap happen in 2023. Soak me in bleach. Alright, deck tech for Total Power, and then I'm gonna get out of here, because I gotta get some din-din.